Hey everyone, it's Strongle here, and I'm proud to announce the release of my newest puzzle map, Temple of Ifflin. Before I start this walkthrough, if you're new to the channel or a returning member, please subscribe if you haven't. According to YouTube, only 23.2% of the people who watch my videos are subscribed, and I'd like to get that over 50% as soon as possible, and it would mean the world to me if you helped me out. Now about the puzzle map. If you're here for the download link, that is going to be in the description. Make sure you click on the right one. There is a Java and a Windows 10/Bedrock link. This map is also multiplayer compatible, sort of. If you want to play with your friends, you're more than welcome to, but there is one puzzle that might create some issues if you play it with other people, but I will make sure to explain about this when I get there. This guide is also going to be going through all of the puzzles in the map, so make sure that if you want to play it, bookmark this for later or pause the video. I also have the chapter system along with timestamps ready to go if you need to move to a specific puzzle, and with all of that information out of the way, I think it's time for us to start the walkthrough. So let's go. For this first puzzle, after looking around, you're going to come to a door with 4 gold blocks in a square. And there's going to be a lectern here telling you that there is a switch hidden somewhere in this jungle. Now, if you've been having trouble figuring out where this is, I suggest finding it by hugging the walls and walking around the perimeter of the map, and you'll find very quickly that there's a small entrance covered by vines that takes you to an area, and if we look around a little bit, you'll notice that there's a small hole in the wall with a lever lodged in it. Go ahead and activate this lever, and the door will now be activated, and this will lead us to puzzle number 2. If you're having trouble on puzzle number 2, let me see if I can first help you by guiding you in the right direction, and then I'll show you how it works. And to do that, we need to go back to the entrance. Now, as we walk into this room, we notice that there are 3 different colored squares in the ground: red, blue, and yellow, and in that order. We also notice that the room in front of us is filled with a combination of those colored squares. Are you starting to figure out what we need to do? If not, what we're supposed to do is step on each colored square in the order of red, then blue, then yellow, and we do this continuously to get to the very end. Now, there's also a second part to this puzzle, and it tells us that the lanterns at the end of the room are only lit after stepping on each of the 4 andesite platforms. So what we're just going to do is work our way through this room, making sure we step on all 4 of the platforms. That way we have access to all the materials we need for the next puzzle, and as we get to the end we can see that we've activated everything. And make sure to collect all of those colored pieces of concrete, as they are essential for puzzle number 3. And right here I'll show you guys just how to do it. So it's going to be, whoops, the wrong one. You're going to start it by doing red, blue, yellow, and then we'll go ahead and reset it by activating all of those again. Then we'll come all the way over to the left side, red, blue, step on this one, yellow, and then we'll walk back over here, red, blue, yellow, red, blue, yellow, red, blue, last one, and we got on yellow, so it's red, blue, yellow again. And as we can see, all 4 of the lanterns are lit, and we have all 4 chests with all 4 pieces of colored concrete. And I will see you guys in a second for puzzle number 3. Real quick, before I go to puzzle number 3, if you're playing with other people in a multiplayer world, this puzzle does have some issues with multiplayer detection, or player detection. As a way to get around this, I recommend only having one person solve this puzzle while the others watch, and also to make sure that they do not stand, or you do not stand, on any of the colored blocks anywhere in this room. So that means this room with all of its colored blocks, and the entranceway with the yellow, blue, and red colored squares. Do not stand on any of them. If you follow what I just said, this puzzle should function properly, and you'll be able to collect all of the concrete blocks you need. Sorry about this one flaw with multiplayer. I'll try and make sure all of my maps in the future can be fully multiplayer compatible, and for the rest of this puzzle map, all of the other puzzles should be multiplayer compatible. So sorry about that. For puzzle number 3, we have a lectern here telling us that we need 4 keys to open the store. And we now have those 4 keys. And if we look at this wall, we can see that the keys need to be placed in the areas between the stone stairs with the chiseled stone brick at the center. Now, if you're having trouble with this puzzle and haven't already figured out, let me remind you of a little hidden area that had a lever, and maybe there was something else there that you noticed or didn't notice. Getting my hint? If we run back through the vines, we will find that there is a remnant of a temple entrance that has since been destroyed, but the keys managed to survive. And this also so happens to be the order that the keys need to be placed in order to open the door. So it's going to be red on the left, blue on top, yellow on right, and purple on bottom. So let's go ahead and run back over to the door entrance. And we are going to put red on left, blue on top, yellow on right, and purple on bottom. Pay no mind to my door still being closed. I had to rebuild it manually to re-record this section, but at this point the waterways and the door to the next puzzles should be open. Also, don't worry if you did mess up by putting them in the wrong order or accidentally placing them on the ground. You can fix this by simply pressing this button right here. All of the blocks in there will disappear, and you will also have all 4 blocks accessible again to redo the puzzle. Please don't try and abuse this and place blocks to try and scaffold up and over things. Also, please don't try and abuse this to grab the blocks and then reset it to get more. I have it set to clear inventory, so you can't do that. So, this room actually has 3 puzzles in it. So I'm going to start by naming this one with the colored concrete over here, and levers puzzle number 4. If you've already figured this one out, click on to the next timestamp and I'll walk you through the next section. If you're not understanding this puzzle, try looking around the room a bit, and you might find out that there's actually a hidden room we can swim into. Swim around enough, and you'll find that there are levers placed on colored concrete behind glass. Now these match with the levers above, so swim around in here making sure to go back to the start for air and figure out the state of each lever and match them accordingly. And once you do this, you are going to find out that the pink lever is meant to be down, cyan is down, and last green is meant to be down, and we're going to get a message telling us that one of the locks has been undone and is now removed from the wall. So that's going to be the end of puzzle number 4, and the next one I will be doing is puzzle number 5, of course. One puzzle down, 2 to go. The next puzzle I'll be tackling is going to be let's do these pressure plates, and this is going to be puzzle number 5. Of course, if you've already done this one and figured it out, skip on to the next timestamp and I'll go through the last puzzle. What this puzzle is basically having you do is look above the pressure plates, and there are going to be gold blocks at different amounts hanging from the ceiling. What we're going to want to do is actually go in order from lowest to highest and step on those pressure plates. So 1 is going to be right here because there's only 1 block underneath it, and we are going to go through and step on each one lowest to highest. So this is going to be number 2. Number 3 is over here, and by now you've kind of get the gist of the puzzle and what I'm saying, so I'm just going to speed up this part. And with this last one, this is number 8, the lock will be undone and another one has been removed. That's going to be the end of puzzle number 5, and next I will be tackling puzzle number 6. For puzzle number 6, you may have noticed that there are some ladders up here and some light, and you may have figured out that there's a set of ladders right here, and some pretty simple parkour, and now there's just a whole row of levers on either side, along with some signs with names that might seem familiar to you. let's go ahead and jump over to the end. And right here it says statues of the brave souls who once gave their life and protected the Temple of Ifflin. If their statue remains, keep the lever raised. If it has fallen, flick the lever down. What this is telling us to do is to walk around the map and actually look for each statue, and there's going to be a name attached to each statue. So this is Marco, and here is Shorn, and we're basically going to be flicking the lever up or keeping it up if that statue is still standing, and flicking the lever down if the statue has fallen. So right in here we can see that there are 4 statues. We have this one, which is down, Valrath. We have Tanish still standing, Lamely down, and Valentine up. We also have Christo right here, whose statue has fallen apart. And then over here we have Verthun, whose statue is still standing. And then right over here at the beginning we have Shrien, whose statue has unfortunately fallen. And these are going to be all of the statues. Now, I just went through this kind of quick in the video, but you can go ahead and recount them if you want. The order of the statues, or the statues that have fallen that need to be flicked down, is going to be Lamely, Shrien, Falrath, and Christo. This should be the end of the lock, and you're going to see this path raise out of the floor and the door open for you. And that's going to be the end of puzzle number 6. Puzzle number 7 is going to be very reminiscent of a find the button style of puzzle, but you're going to have some hints of key locations on where these buttons might be hidden. So go ahead and use this lectern with the book. This is going to have all of the hints on where the buttons are hidden: underneath a place where the sky cannot be seen, under a stone arch remnant, next to a cluster of roses, somewhere on chiseled stone walkways, near the entrance to this broken place. So I'm going to go ahead and walk you through where all 5 of these buttons are. And the first of these buttons is going to be, well, the closest one to us is going to be the one under a stone arch remnant. And that is actually going to be right here. You can go ahead and click that. And don't worry, it's not going to play a sound, but it's been activated. The next one I'm going to be going to is going to be near the entrance to this broken place. I'm going to go ahead and jump off. Something's not set properly. Don't worry about that. It'll be fixed in your version. So go ahead and just fix that. And I'm going to go all the way back to the very beginning. Just kind of ignore that. Act like it never happened. And there's going to be a button right here you can activate. And next we're going to go and check out the place where the sky cannot be seen. So it's going to be right here. As you can see, we can't really see the sky. Well, you kind of can, but if we look straight up and focus our vision, we can see that there is actually a button right here to press. Next on the list is going to be the one next to a cluster of 4 roses. So we're going to look around, and that looks like 4 roses. And we're going to find a button right here nestled in a corner. Go ahead and activate that. And the last one is going to be on a chiseled stone walkway. And the only place with chiseled stone as an area you can walk on is going to be this area right here. And oop, you may have noticed it, but as we jumped over here, jumped right here, there is a button down there that you can press. Now we're just going to go ahead and go down, activate this, and we're going to be given a message saying a once unreachable place is no longer unreachable. Now what you're just going to do here is just jump off. I'm going to go into game mode creative because I forgot to set the command block to be activated. And we're going to come back over here. I'll go back in survival. Whoops. Pardon that. And a once unreachable place is actually going to be this section right here. You may have noticed that we can never get to it, but now we have some blocks here spawned for us. We can go ahead and climb up here, and we're going to find a block of gold. Now this block of gold is going to be used to open the entrance to the vault. It's going to be all the way over here. all you need to do, place this gold block here. The door is going to open for you. And we can run in, and we have completed this puzzle map. Step on this pressure plate to end the timer that you have for you, and we're going to get a whole message. I'm going to advertise my YouTube channel, of course, and that is going to be the end of the map. So if you enjoyed this puzzle map, make sure to subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out and motivates me to make more puzzle maps for you guys. And if you had any issues while playing other than what happened with the multiplayer compatibility issue, please let me know in the comments. I will try and message you as soon as possible and figure out what the issue is and fix it. That way everybody can have a good experience on this map. And that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.